Good morning, class 12th. This is your subject Business Studies, chapter number 8, Controlling, lecture number 2. Beta, in our last lecture, we read about controlling and its importance. So, let's see about nature, feature, or we can say importance of controlling. So, let's start. See, nature of controlling, or we can say features of controlling. Controlling is one of the important function of a manager. So, in order to seek planned result from the subordinate, a manager needs to exercise effective control over the activities. Activities of whom? Activities of subordinates. Whose activities? Subordinates activities. Fine. So, controlling has a lot of features. Let's read about that. Number 1, goal oriented. Beta, controlling is directed towards accomplishment of organizational goals in the best possible manner. Controlling function of management not only help in keeping a track on the progress of activities, but also ensures that activities conform to the standards set. We have to set the standards in advance now. Why we set standards in advance? So that we achieve organizational goals. What helps us to achieve organizational goals? Controlling. Fine. So it is directed towards the accomplishment of organizational goals in the best possible manner. Fine, beta. That's why we can say that it is a goal oriented function. Next one is pervasive. Pervasive, you all know pervasive means present all the time. Pervasive means present everywhere. So, controlling is an essential function of every manager and exercised at all level of management. They are saying that controlling is a pervasive function because it is required in all types and size of the organization. In every organization it is necessary na, beta. Without controlling no work will go according to the planning. Fine. So it is a primary function of every manager. However, its nature is different at each level. Fine. So we can say that controlling is a pervasive function. Next feature is continuous. Controlling is a continuous process. Why do we say it that it is a continuous process? Because it involves a constant review of actual performance for taking corrective action if any. Or we can say, you may see here, it is not an activity to be pursued in the end only. It has to be done on continuous basis. Beta, we have to do controlling on continuous basis because it is not like that we have done all the activities then we will do controlling and all. We have to control each and every activity at the time whenever it needed. Fine. So that's why we can say that controlling is a continuous activity function. Fine. Next one is controlling is looking back. Controlling is like a post-mortem of past activity, See here, controlling involves measurement of actual performance and its comparison with the desired performance. So it is the process of checking and verification. Fine. So first of all, we measure actual performance and then we have to compare actual performance with the desired performance. That means the standard that we have set. So it is the process of checking and verification. So we can say that controlling is looking back. It is also considered to be backward looking, like it is the post mortem of past activities. past में जो activities हुई हैं उसका post mortem मतलब उसको देखना कि वो activities कैसे हुई और उसमें कोई mistake तो नहीं है, और we can say to ascertain if there are any from the standards. Fine. That's why we can easily say that controlling is looking back. Fine, beta. Controlling is a goal oriented function because it helps us to keep a track of records, track of progress. It is pervasive function. Definitely it is pervasive. It present all the time everywhere in different organization. It is a backward looking function, or we can say looking back, and it is a continuous process that continuous goes on in the organization. Fine. Let's see its next feature. Next one is controlling is forward looking. Beta, it is backward looking as well as forward looking function. How? Controlling is like a post-mortem of past activities. That's why we can say that it is a backward looking function. However, the corrective actions initiated by control functions aim to improve future performance. Or we can say, see here, it is written over here, it is related to future because it seeks to improve future results on the basis of experience gained in the past. Fine. That's why we can say that controlling is a forward looking function. Fine, beta. Because the corrective action initiated by control function aim to improve future performance. So that's why we can say that it is a forward looking function. So controlling is both backward looking as well as forward looking. Fine. Let's see next feature. Beta, I have included two or more features that is not given in your book. So you have to write down in your notebook these features, all these features, whatever I am teaching you here. Fine. It will help you out in exams. So let's see next feature. It is action oriented. Action oriented. Control has no meaning if no corrective action is taken. Beta, why do we do control? We have to do controlling process. We have to follow controlling process to see whether the actual results are in according to the desired results or not. Why do we require action? To control that, na? So they are saying that it is an action oriented process, so that timely action should be taken to prevent deviations. Fine. If the actual results are according to the standard set, that means we need not to do controlling. But if actual results are not according to the standard set, it means we have to follow controlling process. That's why it is given that it is an action oriented process. Fine. So these are the features of controlling we have to keep in mind whenever we study controlling. Fine. Because you know na beta, management controls implies the measurement of accomplishment against the standard and correction of deviation to ensure that objectives are going on according to the plans. Fine. Let's see next feature. Brings back management cycle to planning. Bete, controlling is not the last function of management because it brings back management cycle back to planning. What does it mean? It means that control should not be viewed as the last function. In fact, it links back to planning. How? Because controlling is continuous and ongoing activity which is carried on throughout the lifetime of an organization. Fine. So, controlling, wherever we find that controlling is done, then definitely we have to plan according to that. Isn't it so? That's why we can easily say that it brings back management cycle back to planning. Fine. See, it involves comparing actual performance with the standards, फाइंडिंग आउट डेविएशंस, एक्चुअल परफॉर्मेंस को स्टैंडर्ड्स के साथ कंपेयर करना, डेविएशंस निकालना मीन्स डिफरेंस निकालना, देन टेकिंग करेक्टिव एक्शंस, उसके बाद करेक्टिव एक्शन लेना सो दैट दे डोंट रिपीट इन फ्यूचर, ताकि उनको फ्यूचर में रिपीट नहीं कर सके. These are the guidelines when future planning is done. That's why it is said that it is not the last function of management. Fine, beta. So it is very much necessary to read controlling when we see its feature, that it is a goal oriented function, it is a pervasive function, it is both looking backward looking and as well as forward looking. It is a continuous process and it is not the last function of management, because wherever controlling ends, planning starts. Fine, beta. So it involves all these steps. Fine. First of all, we have to see standards, and then we set standard. Then we compare actual performance with standards. Then we have to find deviations, means difference. After finding deviation, definitely we have to do corrective. We have to take corrective action so that they don't repeat in future. And these are the guidelines when future planning is done. Fine. So beta, your homework is you have to revise concept of controlling, its meaning and definition, nature and feature of controlling, we can say, and importance. Fine. Revise all these topics, do case studies related to these topics given in your book, and note down these topics in your fair notebook as well.